The effort is huge, but time is short, and recall supporters say they have a plan to not waste a second.
Well, good evening. I'm Eric Franke. Sarah has the night off. First tonight at 10, a look at the number of people who voted in the governor's recall primary. More than 665,000 across Wisconsin cast ballots for the four main Democratic candidates. Compare that to more than 626,000 who cast ballots for Governor Scott Walker. If that were to hold steady in the June 5th general recall election, Tom Barrett could come away with a win over Governor Walker. Within our campaign 2012 coverage now, the 19th, David Douglas takes us to a rally as Democrats look to June. David?
Yes, Eric, in 2002, when Democrats had to choose between Tom Barrett, Kathleen Falk, and Jim Doyle in a hot primary, they cast 550,000 ballots. Yesterday, they bumped the number up by 100,000. Even if last night's primary results weren't music to their ears, we found a matter-of-factness at this recall rally.
She lost, we got beat, Tom Barrett won. We go to work for Tom Barrett today.
The most popular one today has been this one, with this picture on it.
With their candidate chosen, Walker's opponents begin a march forward. And nobody's forgetting how much work there is to be done.
We'll be every place, and people who've never had their door knocked before are going to get their door knocked.
Both sides were very energized, and in last summer's recalls, you saw big upsurges in vote for both parties.
Marquette University law professor Charles Franklin says the race is a dead heat and likely depends a whole lot less on convincing campaigns or TV ads than who shows up on Election Day.
I think the chances are very good that we pass the turnout that we saw in November of 2010. Not 2.1, but 2.3 or 2.4 million turnout.
With signs printed and ready for a Tom Barrett ticket, the governor is swinging back.
I think it's going to be hard for the mayor to defend his policies, which have moved Milwaukee backwards.
The 900,000 plus who signed recall petitions are unlikely to agree, but only 600,000 some cast ballots Tuesday. Paulette Feld, president of AFSCME Council 24, feels Democrats will have no trouble doubling their number in June.
I think what was happening was a lot of people really didn't have a preference for which of the Democratic candidates that were going to run against Walker. They just are fine with anybody, so they didn't come out and vote yesterday.
Available Marquette law polling puts Barrett and Walker within 1 percentage point of each other. In one question, Walker was favored, another, Barrett was favored. As for Walker's huge war chest, Franklin tells me ad spending and campaigns can really fall to the law of diminishing returns, Eric, where the first $5 million goes a lot further in buying any political capital than even the subsequent 15 will do. So the fact that he has a big number is not something that could necessarily slide it one way or the other. He thinks people are really motivated in this race.
It's going to be an interesting month. David, thank you very much.